Once again, thank you all for coming. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr. I'm with businesscreditbuilder.us. And what we do at businesscreditbuilder.us is help businesses and entrepreneurs build their business credit so they can access funding. So this is like unique because what we're actually doing is helping you to prepare to get qualified for loans that we already know exist. Most people come to me and they can't qualify, so we help them get qualified, okay, to funding and financing at the best terms and rates for your business. So there goes my contact information, should be on the screen. Got my telephone number there, my email address, and there's 2 buttons on the bottom. There's a free guide on how to build business credit. All right, you go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide, and there's another button down there that is to schedule your free business credit consultation. So if you are interested in any of the products that we provide, this is how you start. You schedule a free business credit consultation, all right? And I'll have that up at the end of the presentation as well. But that's at businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And if you are viewing this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff, right? Okay, so let me give you a little quick background of who I am. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr., born and raised in New York City. I went to Morehouse College. I studied accounting. My first job out of Morehouse was with the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company at the corporate office. And I've been in corporate accounting for a few years before I started MediaNet USA Incorporated. And what we do at MediaNet USA is bookkeeping and accounting for small businesses, okay? So when applying for financing, there are certain documents that you will need to qualify. So with my company's experience in doing financial statements, we're able to help businesses prepare the paperwork and even the planning into getting qualified to get your loans and financing at the best rates possible, okay? And also what we do at MediaNet USA is we do web hosting. So we have we do websites for small businesses. And we have a package that's called the Small Business Package, Web Hosting Package, which is all inclusive. So you can schedule a free business credit consultation for that as well. Okay, so let's get into this financing stuff, right? So before we start, right, there are certain things in order for a business to get funding. There's certain things that the business needs to have in place already in order to be considered fundable, okay? You have to be credible in the eyes of the lender. I have many videos on that in my YouTube. But basically, you need to have your business incorporated. You need to register a name with the Secretary of State. You need a business telephone number. You need a business address. You need an EIN. You need a DUNS number. You need a website. You need a bank account. And there's certain things that are involved with all those little details. That a lot of it's simple stuff, but you just have to know what the lender is thinking when they are taking your application, because that application is just some fields on an application, right? And each field, they're actually doing something. So you have to know what they're actually doing for each field so you can be credible in the eyes of the lender, right? Okay, so I got many videos on that in my YouTube, so y'all check that out. But we're gonna go into funding today because we're gonna be talking about your funding options when you want to access funding, okay? So once you understand how to be credible in the eyes of the lender, now we can talk about your funding options, okay? Okay, so this is I'm a partner I have a new lending partner for business credit builder, and that is ROK Financial. So I'm a partner with them, and they help me fund my clients. I get my clients prepared to get funded, all right? Okay, so let's see. Let's get down into business. Making sense of the numbers, understanding the financing options, taking a deeper look. Okay, let's see who's in the building real quick. Net is in the building. She gave me a sound check. Andre White, residential construction. Word up. Glennis. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Caruthers, concrete contractor. All right. All right, Glennis, a concrete contractor there. Nail salon and nail supply store. That's what Net does. All right. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming. I appreciate y'all taking out the time to check out the info. So, bust it. Working capital unique benefits. All right. These are the benefits. We're going to go over the benefits of different products that you can apply for to fund your business. Not everyone is for you. Not everyone's going to be able to qualify for all of it. So we're going over what your options are, okay? And keep in mind that, MediaNet, the accounting side of us, we can help you qualify to schedule a consult, and we give you a plan to help you make sure you got your documents in order, okay? So, bust it. Working capital. Now, our working capital products, they fund in 24 to 48 hours. That's pretty quick. Bad credit is okay. Liens and judgments are okay. All right, those are the benefits. Now, the qualifications are you need to be in business 1 year. You need to have $25,000 monthly revenue. You need to have a FICO score of 500 or more. And we'll help you out with those documents. Paperwork needed, 12 months bank statements, 6 months credit card processing statements, if applicable. So that's if you accept credit cards, right? And the application, all right? So that's the unique benefits of working capital loans. Now we're going to talk about term loans. These are the unique benefits of term loans. You need to be in business. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The term loans are for a time period, right? Where the term is due. That's when the loan is due. So they have different terms from 1 to 4 years, right? You repay this loan either in biweekly or monthly payments. The interest rates start at 7.99 APR true interest rate. So everybody's, they set the interest based on the risk that they perceive of that business. And when they are looking at your business, they're looking at the risk of what they perceive. And that's your basic information that you set up your business, how you set up your business. So that's very important to being able to qualify, is the basic setup of your business. Okay. Okay. There's no prepayment penalty. When you make payments on these term loans, they report to the business credit bureaus rather than the consumer credit business bureaus, okay? Which is a plus. That builds up your business credit, makes you more valuable and more lendable. The qualifications are you need to be in business 2 years, okay? The FICO score of 660 or above. No bankruptcies, liens, or foreclosures in the last 3 years, okay? So that lets you know where you stand, okay? You need the 12 months bank statements and an application, okay? Let's go down to the revolving line of credit unique benefits. Up to 24 months terms, weekly and monthly payments available, right? So that term is that this revolving line of credit, you'll have access to up to 24 months, right? Weekly, monthly payments are available. It's a true revolver accounts, okay? That each payment frees up additional funds in the line, up to $200,000 funded accounts, amounts, same day funding available after approval. So this gets approved right away, okay? So if you apply one day, the next day you'll have access to the line of credit. The qualifications are that you need to be in business 2 years for this, okay? 2 years. You need to have $10,000 in gross monthly sales, okay? And a FICO score of 500 and above. Existing businesses, most existing businesses can fit into this, because this is what businesses that are existing and are credible do, okay? The paperwork needed, 12 months bank statements, voided check, they need a voided check, okay? And they need an application. Boom. This one is, a lot of businesses can fit into this, okay? Okay, SBA loans. Here are the unique benefits of the SBA loans. Now, the one thing about SBA loans, this is where you want to be. If you can qualify for an SBA loan, this is the best lending situation for a business, but most of us cannot qualify. Okay, so this is what you need for an SBA loan, a government-backed funding. Oh, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's government-backed funding. That means the bank that gives you the loan, they are guaranteed to get paid, even if you do not pay the loan. They get paid 90% of this loan, even if you do not pay the loan. Okay. They have long time, the term is up to 10 years, which is very good. They spread out your payments, which makes your payments lower, okay? You can get these for as low as 2% and above. And that's because these loans are guaranteed to get paid back, okay? Approvals within 24 hours, 4 to 8 weeks funding process. 2 years time in business. These are the qualifications. 2 years profitable business tax returns. They do want to see that you're making a profit, that your business is doing well, and that in the next 10 years, you're most likely able to make these payments. You need a good credit score, 675 or above, okay? 675 or above. And a lot of places, you need a 7 and above, okay? The stipulations for these SBA loans are crucial. The paperwork needed. You need 12 months, bank statements, 3 years, personal biz tax returns. Okay, so you need your personal tax return and your business tax returns for this. 3 years. Okay, previous year and year-to-date profit and loss and balance sheet. You need a business debt schedule. All right, that's from all the debt that you have. They need to see how you plan to pay it off. They need an application and an SBA questionnaire. Okay, so here, my business, MediaNet USA, we also prepare you to get ready for this. Okay, we give you a strategy on how to prepare and get ready for this. Okay, this is crucial stuff for this SBA. But once again, I want to say the SBA loans are really the best loans that's out there for business. Most of us cannot qualify. Okay, equipment financing, unique benefits. So when you want to get funding to buy equipment, including vehicles, machinery, tools, right? Big tools, you know, machines, machinery, equipment for your business, all right? It also means vehicles, tractor trailers, okay? 1 to 5 year terms, variable rate, really depends on your credit. Can start as low as 8%. Monthly payments, you pay it back monthly. Full payment is a write-off. So if you pay it off full, then you can write it off. Structured at that way, it'll be structured as an equipment lease, which is more beneficial to you. So if you're able to pay it off, then it's a lease, all right? Which is different than if you have a loan, because that goes on your financial statements, on your balance sheet as an asset that is depreciated, and each payment reduces what you owe for that loan. So when you change it to a lease, that means you can expense it and write it off your revenue, meaning that you pay less taxes. Bam, I'm breaking that joint down. All right, here are the qualifications. 550 plus FICO score, 1 year time in business, 1 year or more time in business, okay? The paperwork needed is 12 months, bank statements, application, and the invoice for the item that you want to buy, okay? So you need to know exactly what you're going to buy. If you say you're going to buy some equipment, they want to know what equipment you're trying to buy, because they're going to send the check right to them, so you can buy that equipment, all right? Okay, accounts receivable financing. Now, accounts receivable financing, this is for your accounts receivable. So a business provides credit and sends invoices and they don't get paid right away. Some businesses, that's what they do. They send out an invoice, they don't get paid. So this is a situation where these businesses can get paid for the invoices they have outstanding, okay? Another product that is similar to this is called factoring, okay? So this one, there's a revolving accounts receivable line of credit. So this is a revolving line of credit on your receivables. As the client's accounts receivable gets paid down, it frees up funds to pull from the line, okay? And this can also integrate straight into QuickBooks, which makes it easy for your bookkeeping situation. They have 12 months terms, 12 months to pay, right? Rates start at 10% APR, 4 to 7 days from application to fund, okay? So these are pretty simple, but not every business can qualify for this. This is like where you can batch and sell your invoices, okay? The qualifications, no minimum credit score, because this is straight cash, this is invoice. These are people that owe you money. 1 million in revenue required, okay? 1 million in annual revenue required. So they gotta know you be doing business, right? That you're a business that's credible, okay? $100,000 in open accounts receivable on 30 to 60 days terms. Okay. So they want to see that you got $100,000 in accounts receivable. Now you can get some funding. If you got invoices out there, right, up to 100,000, right? Now, with factoring, there's another product that we offer that is good for freight companies that, like freight companies, they use factoring to fund their invoices, okay? But for this one, the accounts receivable financing, the paperwork needed is 12 months bank statements, application, 3 months profit and loss statements, previous year's tax returns, and an accounts receivable aging report. Okay, so that's the accounts receivable financing. Okay. I forgot to tell you from the beginning that once I go over these, which is in a few minutes, we're going to have a visit from a loan officer from ROK Financial who will answer any and all questions you have. Okay, so he's like really knowledgeable. Andrew, I believe Andrew is coming, and he's going to be able to answer all your questions. All right. Okay. Collateralized programs, unique benefits. Collateral. That means if you have collateral, then you can get business loans. Okay. So you have 1 to 5 year terms. The rates are variable. The Premier program starts at 12%. When for these type of loans, you have the option of paying back daily, weekly, monthly payments. You need to have a $1 million max amount for first funding. So you need $1 million in collateral. And this really applies to, like, if you got equity in your home, okay? Now that's a big amount to have $1 million in equity in your home, right? So you have to be aware of that. Now I have other situations that have different programs that have a lower requirement for that, right? So this one, they give you 65 to 100% loan to value depending on the program, all right? So if you got collateral that is worth $100,000, they'll lend you, the lowest that they'll lend you is 65% of it, but most of it is about closer to 80, 85% of the loan, of the value of the property. Okay. And yeah. Basic programs require qualifications. Here are the qualifications. No FICO score, 2 years time in business, $20,000 in monthly gross sales, basic collateralized loan needs to have real estate or raw land with equity in it. The paperwork needed, 12 months bank statements, application, real estate asset list. Okay, so that's your collateral list of what the collateral that you have. The Premier program requirements are, the qualifications are a 620 FICO score, 5 to 2 years time in business, 1 million in annual revenue for the Premier program. The paperwork needed is the business debt schedule, previous year personal and business tax returns, year to date profit and loss, and the balance sheet, and the mortgage statement. Okay, so that's all the information for the collateralized program, which is good for if you have equity in your home, your property, if you have a list of investments that you have. Okay. Okay, so that's all the stuff for all the products that we offer through ROK Financial. And now, I'm hoping Andrew is here. Andrew, are you around? He's not here yet. Okay, so does anybody have any questions until Andrew gets here? He should be here. Otherwise,
Hey,
I'll
Noel,
answer.
I'm in here. You want me
Okay,
to hop in?
Andrew, back. All right, everybody. Let me introduce to you Andrew from ROK Financial. He's a qualified, bona fide loan officer, and he can answer any and all questions you have in regards to all the products that I just explained to you. Anybody got any questions? Raise your hand, open your mic. You can put it in the chat box. Any questions? Nah, y'all are quiet now. Y'all are quiet on me. I gave you a whole bunch of information, right?
I put my, Noel, so I don't know if anyone can see me, but
yeah, we can see you. Okay. Yeah. All right, you go ahead and introduce yourself. I think we got somebody got a question.
I'm Ned, and I asked because I was listening over all the options here to do loans, but I was asking, is there any loans for people who make under 10,000 a month? That's my question.
Did you hear that, Andrew?
Yep. Yeah. Am I? I'm not muted here, right? Everyone can hear me.
Yeah. We can hear you.
So we are building out right now, sort of like a micro loan process where people that don't meet that, $10,000 minimum range, they can still qualify for some products with us. Now, that being said, the reason that we kind of activated it is we're going to eventually have this able to report to your business credit. I know Noel puts a big emphasis on the business credit in general. So while you might not be able to qualify for $100,000 right off the bat, we might be able to come in for like a micro loan of around 10,000 or 5,000 and get you in like almost like a credit building starter pack where you are receiving a loan. It is a little bit higher cost, just because it's almost like that first credit card you take out where they start you with, a lower credit limit. It's slightly higher interest on that. But as you start to build that credit up, that, your limit will increase, your prices will become lower, the cost of money. But so we do have options like that. Outside of taking a loan now, are you looking specifically for is there a certain need that you have with that loan?
I do have a certain need. Trying to grow my business. I did say in there that I'm doing the nail tech and the nail do nail supplies. So I do have a space right now that I'm in. However, I'm trying to get equipment, and branch off as well for a larger space so that I can put all these things in one building. And
so now,
I'm looking at it. Mm-hmm.
If it is like a need for equipment, equipment's one of the programs where it's more so credit driven, right? So underwriting wise, we're not looking too much into the revenue coming into the business. They do take a peek at it, to make sure that you can make payments on a loan, right? But it's not completely revenue based. It has a lot to do with time in business and credit score. So I don't know how long you've been in business, but usually we'll look for people that have under 2 years time in business and they're trying to get some type of equipment loan. We really want them, the best chance of approval there is going to be like 650 range plus. Now, if we have someone that's been in business over 2 years, it's possible for us to get it done below 650. But equipment financing wise, as long as you've been in business for over 6 months, you have 650 plus credit score, we can definitely take a look at it. A lot of it has to do also with like the specific equipment that you're trying to purchase.
Okay. Then my next question is going to be, when you guys talk about the 650 for the equipment situation, is that based off of personal or business? And because I don't have business credit, does this program help with that? Because I don't have business credit. And also, I want to know when you say how long you've been in business. I have that I've been doing nails on paper for over 8 years on my personal tax return. But then I finally went into doing everything separate, like separating my personal income from my business.
Yeah, so what they technically, right, when they look at business start date, underwriting specifically, they're going to look at your revenue, your credit, and your time in business. Now, the time in business is technically the day that you incorporated that with the Secretary of State. So even if you started this business 7 years ago, right, and you didn't start making revenue until 2 years ago, even though you were really operational for about 2 years, on paper, you have 7 years time in business. So it does help strengthen files when people are applying, for sure.
So in my situation, it seems like I would have to wait because you're saying with the second, you guys, so, how you guys look at the time that you are in businesses according to when I did my organization. So,
yeah.
Okay. So I would just take some information away from here because like this is not going to be a fit for me right now. Are you guys going to talk about ways for people to build their business credit on this call?
No, not on this call, but on my YouTube, and I do webinars just about weekly that you can find at the website businesscreditbuilder.us. So you can check the YouTube and find stuff, and you can come to the live ones that we do just about weekly.
Okay. All right, Noah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your questions, Nat. That was she was drilling your ass.
Thank you.
Anybody else got some questions now? Come on.
Yes, I have a question.
All right.
Okay, my name's Cassandra. Okay, and I have built up some business credit. Okay, I have a pay dex score for number A. And it says excellent now, except on my reportings for the different credit lines, I have A on 2 and a D on 1. And I don't understand that.
Okay, that's a business credit question right there. So basically, you have the free package to buy to check out your business credit. You need to pull your real business credit report to see exactly what's on there. All right.
This is 680.
Well, 680, that's your personal.
No, my personal is 777. The
Okay,
business
well,
that
business credit goes from 0 to 100.
Okay, well, why? Because when I pulled it up and it says business credit under with Bank of America and Dun & Bradstreet, they're giving me another score. So I don't understand.
So when Business Credit Builder helps you and coaches you on your business credit, then we pull your business credit reports and we help you read your business credit reports to determine exactly where you are in the process.
So what's the pay dex? Because I got a B and 2 A's.
Well, a pay dex score definitely goes from 0 to 100. So what you're seeing is a free copy of your business credit report, which tells you about what your score is in general. But when you pull your business credit report at Dun & Bradstreet, you will get a detailed report of what is actually on your business credit report. And so that's one of the things that we help you do with Business Credit Builder is we help you understand how to read these business credit reports. Okay, so right now you don't have a business credit report. They just gave you something for free to let you know what your standing is. But you need to pull your actual business credit report to see what's on there.
Okay, so in the type of loan programs you're asking about, okay, then and I'm looking also on NAV, okay, the one that you described, I think the second one, okay, where you're saying terms. I just want to make sure it's the business EIN number and not mine, personal credit.
Yeah, when you apply for these loans, they will ask for your business information. They will definitely ask you for your EIN number. If you have an application that asks for your social and there's not a place for your EIN number, you got the wrong application.
Okay, okay. Okay, now I had some, a creditor that called me the other day and they wanted my business and then they also wanted my personal. And if they ask for that, that means they're gonna try to use the personal versus the business. If they ask for that.
First I have to find out if that's a revolving account. And then the next thing is, which is most likely the case, but there you have to read the fine print. Okay, there's the new law that came into existence in 2018 that these companies that use a third party to finance your credit, which is that's what they do. They go to a bank to finance your credit. Then they are required to identify who you are. Now, I don't know who this vendor is, but every vendor does this differently. So you have to look at their fine print. Some of them have a place to put your social, but they are just identifying who you are. And then they have a place to put your social and you are a personal guarantee and they're gonna check your credit. So you have to look at the fine print and that fine print is most likely in legal terms. So you have to look through that to determine, is this for, am I giving my social as a personal guarantee or are they just identifying who I am?
Okay.
Okay. Let's get some more financing questions. Financing. Any questions for Andrew? Okay, no more questions. All right, all right. Are y'all sure? Because this is rare that I can get Andrew on here to actually answer questions. So y'all need
real quick too.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
If anyone that's in the meeting as well, whether they're just starting out the business, maybe they're thinking about starting a business, or they're currently an owner and they might not qualify for one of our programs, they can actually partner with us as well through, they would have to contact you, and anyone that they're able to refer into us, we do pay out a small finder's fee to our partners.
All right. So boom, there it is.
Anyone is involved in the community where, they know a few other business owners that, they might even do business with themselves and they have some cash flow issues, or they're looking for some type of lending option, or even if they wanted to make some extra money, like on the side of what they're already doing in their business, they can work with us and work with Noel on these things. All you'd have to do is just reach out to Noel, give him some basic info on what you wanted to get done, and he will put you in contact with me.
All right, that's right. So you can get started now by scheduling a free business credit consultation at businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. You can call me directly. You can email me, but the best way is to do the consult, right? Also, I got a lot of free information on my blog, businesscreditbuilder.us/blog and /ebooks. I have ebooks I've written about business credit. And check out all the social medias. If you are looking at this presentation on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, all that type of stuff. And we're gonna end this webinar out if we have no more questions. Anybody?
Could you mention again your YouTube channel?
The YouTube channel, how you access it is you go to the website, businesscreditbuilder.us, and then there's a YouTube button up there.
Builder.
And if you Google me, you'll find me. Ha! Google me. Don't mind me.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
You're fine. All right. Well, you guys have a great evening. And
Thank you.
yeah, I look forward to meeting with y'all again.
Thank y'all.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thanks for
No
having me
doubt.
on.
Thank you, Andrew, for coming through. We treasure your time that you bring to us. All right, because everybody, it's real rare to get him in a webinar like this because he's on the way home from work and he got a long drive home. So
I'm still in the office, a little late today.
yeah, I see, and you got a long drive home. So woo! All right, we appreciate you. Everybody, thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all check out, do all the likes and all that stuff. Schedule your free business credit consultation and let us help you out. All right. Talk to y'all later. Check it out. Peace.